What do you want to talk about?
Wrestling! And here!
Wrestling?
Why?
It's wrestling.
It's wrestling.
Why? Why?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Why not? Why not?
It's fake.
Fake? What the hell are you talking about? Fake? It's not fake.
Fake.
Wrestling's not fake!
Okay, wrestling.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to this week's Wrestling Gold Friday night. Hopefully, everybody had a good week. Hopefully, everybody is doing good. Of course, this is Wrestling Gold Friday night, where we talk about the good old days of professional wrestling, back when wrestling was wrestling and wrestling was real. Because, damn it, it is still real to us. Breaking a little kayfabe today, because I do have a guest this week. But before I get into everything else, let's go ahead and do the sales pitch here. If you dig in just a regular guy talking about wrestling, click that like button. Also, leave a comment. Uh, tell us your memories, or give us a good old hello, or give me a good old hello. Also, yeah, this is going to be kind of. I got a guest this week, so making a cameo, but I'll talk more about that later. But yeah, if you digging this, see now she's making me crack up, and, and I can't think straight. But anyway, so yes, help your boy out. Click that like button, leave a comment, and if you're not a subscriber yet, be a champ. Click on that subscribe button. So yes, I do have a special cameo guest this week. Next weekend, I'll be a guest on her Facebook Live channel doing a live stream of the Georgia Bulldog Alabama Crimson Tide football game. So, like I said, I'll be her guest, but tonight she's doing a little guest cameo for me to kind of share some information. I guarantee she's not ready. But without further ado, be like those uh oh, I'm right. Anyway, without further ado, here is Karen Poole. Say hello. Yes, this is. So what name you gonna go by? You gonna go by Catface or Cat or just Karen? Cat or Karen? And like I said, next week will be your debut doing a street or your full debut, doing the stream on well, not on your own, but I'll be a guest. So, um, but you'll be doing the Georgia Alabama game, right?
Right.
And
Watching
we'll
it
we'll
live.
we'll probably start uh being live at what is time? About 10 minutes after 7, something like that. And probably do a couple little test runs there as well. We actually got some hellos here in the chat over there. I can't read that because I'm old.
Hi.
You know, yeah, can you hear us? Oh, who's that? I'll figure out the bots later. We got, I mean, hey, we got bots. I mean, that's better than nobody. That's, on my channel, it's better than nobody. So, I mean, uh, but yeah. Uh, oh, by the way, I forgot to, for all those hardworking men and women out there, and for the hardworking men and women who have to work this weekend, I want to do a little post here. It's a tradition thing. I don't know if you know that or not, but crack up with a cold one or oh shit, that's not a cold one. But cheers, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, shit, not a vodka, but like I said, it'll be next Saturday night, a big game. Do we really got to ask you who you root for?
I don't really think so. That's what
And
John
so you're kind of like me. You've never really played football. Didn't really study it, but you became a fan of especially college football.
College
And so it's kind of like me. Well, I started watching wrestling when
not too fresh.
there you go, knee high to a grasshopper. So, but yeah, I mean, great kayfabe. She is my younger sister, so knows. Uh, knows what Shinamaki is. She knows what
Yeah.
figure four is.
Quite a few times.
But but so, like I say, you never coached it, never, of course, never played it, whatever. So you're just basically a
As
Ju-
fans.
just a regular chick who just loves watching football,
Yes.
and she's just a fan. She's watching it just a fan, as a fan, like I do with wrestling. I watch it just as a fan. I get a little, as long as I've watched it and watched all the shoot interviews, I've explained that. I'm pretty sure at this point you watch all the interviews, post games, and stuff like that. So
I try to keep up.
you do get. It's not like she's going in like not knowing shit. I mean, she probably which
I mean, there's
like
things that I don't know, but there's things I do. I always explore.
yeah,
Like,
like if you're watching it live, you can if they're in an I formation,
I probably
you
can
can't tell you what that was.
I just want whatever formation, a first down or a touchdown. So I'm
Yeah, a big hit and all that good stuff.
Mhm.
So yeah, basically tune in next week on her Facebook page. If you want to type in your Facebook page on the chat there. I probably should have told you to put a link to it, but as you see, we're starting late. So mm,
push. Like if you want to just go under my name, Karen Poole, like KREN, that way. Probably uh
There you go. There's it is Karen Poole. That's her, and it's his cap right there. Not going to scroll through the little list here, but there's her picture right there. I do like that picture right there.
Yeah,
I,
that's hard.
I'm gonna wind up probably stealing that one. But
So,
little-
a little bit.
yeah, it kind of takes some. All right, see where that uh you know first little light right there where it goes to yellow. They should be able to hear you once it goes
I was
go to
like,
the
you're like
yellow
super
right now.
loud. Hi. Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's my travel mic. Wait, she can hear you now. Okay,
Okay. All
cool.
right. My bad. My bad. That was me. Slow.
And a little further back, but
And a little further back. My bad. My bad.
yeah, we'll get a better. Like I said, I got a small room here, so uh, not a big enough room for this. It's fairly big enough for me. But one of these days, Lord willing, get some lot of followers, lot
Followers.
lot of subscribers. Watch the shit out of my shit. I can I can move to a two or three bedroom, and still talk shit.
Right. So since you guys didn't hear me, next Saturday, September 27th, 7:30, game start. I think it's on ESPN, but I think we're gonna go on at 7.
Yeah, we're gonna try to kick it on at 7:10 and kind of shoot the breeze a little bit, make sure everything's working right.
Get my nerves out.
Um, and like I said, I'll probably be able to. I mean, I don't want to guess this live audience, but like I was telling her uh, earlier, I'll probably be there a little earlier to get everything set up, do a couple test runs, make sure everything's hunky dory. But yeah, hopefully y'all tune in. Like I said, if you're on my Facebook page, just go on my Facebook page. You can look her up, and she's right there. Uh, if you're on my Facebook, I'll actually I'm probably I'll do a post on YouTube and share the link to her Facebook. I can do that without getting hacked. Do the kids still say hack? Oh, that
None
being
of it
said,
does.
there you go. All right, I've been hacked a couple times, and the only thing I've done is change the password that kept on. It's another day. You just gotta report it. All right, let's see. Well, since you're on here, you wanna stick around a little bit, talk about a little history of today in wrestling history.
Yeah.
So
A
you
little bit of
so
history.
so you kind of see what I'm sort of doing here, and uh, be kind of once you see me doing stuff there, and because I can't afford to produce, gotta do shit, gotta do shit.
But like we discussed earlier before we started, I cannot sit down, watch a game, run a lot. So
But
please,
yeah, well, hopefully we'll have
just
somebody,
ignore me.
either one of your kids or somebody there that can like pick that camera up. Like I said, it can't go anywhere because it's still you got cord in there, not wireless or anything. But Yeah, like this is my travel mic and travel camera. But yeah, let's get her acquainted with everybody. Like I said, if you're subscribed to my channel, like I said, go over there, friend her, check us out on there. Probably still cut up like this a little bit. Is that emptied already? All right. So, of course, today is September 19th. Well, hey, I like that. Check that out. Well, we'll see. Yeah, I'll hear me. There, anything else pop up? Really? Anyway, like I said, today is September 19th, and today, and on this date in 1972, Jimmy Golden and Ron Fuller won the Florida Tag Team titles in a tournament final over Paul Jones and Captain Redneck Dick Murdoch. I don't guess you remember any of that. Well, you should remember him a little bit because that photo was taken during the TBS days of Crockett. Um, just remember Paul Jones's armory. He battled Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant, and became a bald headed. So yeah, on this date in 1975, Nikolai Volkov, managed by Gary Hart, won the NWA Georgia title from Turo Tanaka in Atlanta at the Municipal Auditorium. Also on the show, Turo Tanaka and Mr. Fuji won the Georgia Tag Team titles in a tournament. On this date in 1977, in Memphis, Tennessee, at the Mid South Coliseum. Boy, that was some stuff. Man, yeah,
That we probably should have done that.
that was a darn good game. I don't know. We probably done got the FCC involved in that one.
Yeah,
Wait, your mouth.
yeah,
Wait, her mouth. You think I cuss bad?
no, I'm a princess.
Have y'all seen that TikTok video of the little kid in the back seat? Ah, bullshit. Ah, bullshit. Bullshit. Anyway, on this day in 1977 in Memphis, Tennessee, Mid South Coliseum, Norville Lawson and Pat Barrett defeated Buddy Roberts and Jerry Brown to win the Southern Tag Team titles. Also, Jimmy Valiant defeated Mr. Wrestling, not the original. This one was done by Dick Styborn to win the vacant Southern. On this date in 1979, Mike Sharp defeated Mike George to win the Mississippi title. On this day in 1980 at the Omni in Hotlanta, Georgia, Jim Brunzell and Steve O defeated the Samoans, Tio and Tapu. Of course, this ain't the original Wild Samoans. Um, I can honestly say I don't think I'm really too familiar with them. I think I'm gonna have to check out some old Georgia from 1980s. See if I can see how good they are. I'm not sure if they're in relation to the Inouye family, um, but not as big as the Wild Samoans. I mean, a little more fit, but not as big. But I'm pretty sure if they're Samoan, they're about as mean. Don't piss 'em, not piss off. This is your public service now. Never piss off the Samoan. Supposedly they're the nicest people to meet. They'll pull your eye out of the socket bite your nose off, whatever. See them get mean really quick. So if they're nice to you, nice to them. All right. Anyway, Mr. Saito defeated Mike Davis. Terry Taylor defeated Killer Khan. Stan Lane defeated Kevin Sullivan. Lars Anderson defeated Baron von Raschke. Dennis Condrey, before he was a Midnight Express. Oh no, he was probably a Midnight Express already, but not with Bobby Eaton. And he defeated Wahoo McDaniel. That pretty sure at that time Wahoo was a bigger star. Uh, that was probably a good little rub for Dennis Condrey at the time. Mr. USA Tony Atlas defeated Ole Anderson. The original Mr. Wrestling, Tim Woods, with Mr. Wrestling and Mr. Wrestling 2 defeated the Assassins. And this was comprised of Jody Hamilton and Randy Colley. Tom Renesso had done retired by the time he was a booker for All South during the Atlanta split. So I don't remember if anybody remembers in the chat. I know there was a time where Tom Renesso went to Memphis, I guess, helped with the book and had an on screen kind of like the heel matchmaker type person. Uh, so that was around 1980, if I remember. Speaking of the old school fans, I'm going to fuck up this name. Uvalde Slim, that was Dusty Rhodes in a mask, is Big Dust. He defeated Terry Funk. And in a lights out match, Ole Anderson defeated Lars Anderson.
Are
Huh?
they related? Oh,
Uh,
Ole
Story wise, yes, but in reality,
life?
no. Yeah, that was like the biggest shocker. My first when the internet came out and you had books. Well, I mean, I never did get the Wrestler Observer new Dave Meltzer dirt sheet, what they called
Mhm.
it. But there was a magazine called New Wave Magazine, and people they would tell you like storylines that might be happening next month. That's why I learned Taboo's real name was Terry Brunk. Ric Flair was Richard Fleer. Uh, a lot of real names. They thought about things, but coming up, like I think one of them revealed that Dustin Rhodes was going to the WWF at the time and will be in a different gimmick. They didn't name the gimmick yet, but it was going to be a different gimmick. It wound up being Gold Dust. But
I,
yeah,
I remember that. Like, I not like, but I watched wrestling with my brother, but I didn't like when
Gold Dust.
Gold Dust. I mean, now it kind of reminds me of like Austin Powers. Sorry.
Oh, Gold Member.
Yeah, Gold Member, but yeah, I didn't like that. But did it,
Yeah,
dude?
I remember. It was like me, sorry, Brandon, Joe, and his girlfriend at the time, and Ricky was there too.
Ooh.
We were sitting there watching the pay per view where he debuted as Gold Dust, and I think it was here Joe or somebody else that he looks like a, or my language, looks like a dick with ears.
Yeah, it was
Because
very weird to me.
he kind of started gaining a little
Yeah,
weight and stuff like that.
I remember that. It was.
But as far as this New Wave magazine, there was like this question and answer thing, and somebody said, "Hey, is Ric Flair like really, or Ole Anderson, and Arn Anderson really brothers?" And stuff like
Oh yeah.
that. And I sat there and looked at it, and our dad was sitting there reading that. And I was reading it. Our dad was watching TV, and like, holy crap, because is our dad. Even though I was like 20 something years old time.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
Wait, I don't sit there and go, holy fucking shit. He probably would have backhanded me. They weren't abusive, but
No, but didn't
he cussed around us, you know, because he was a grown up. I never did
We
grow
were
up. Uh, I was sitting there, holy crap! So somebody asked in this magazine if Ole and Arn was really cousins or brothers or related, and they said no. Ole's name is uh, that his real first name, shit, Alan Rogowski.
Hey,
Alan, yeah, he's Polish.
wow. I didn't know
That,
that.
that that's Ole's real first name, and Arn Anderson's real name is Marty Lundy. Yeah, so and it's like, oh yeah, no, yeah, like Gene, not related. Lars, definitely not related because Lars mainly stayed in Hawaii. He booked for Hawaii, was I guess a bigger star there. But I mean, I think that the Minnesota Wrecking Crew team started with Lars and Gene. Then Ole came in. They were like a kind of 3-man group. Then Lars kind of wander off, wind up being in Hawaii. But Ole and Gene, most people remember because had more success together. Um, and if you ever go watch old videos of them, they were vicious. But
Okay,
yep, I, rem- I remember. Don't ask me about
or what?
it. I no,
We could wrestling and
yeah,
not what.
but no, can't. I'd have to sit. First of all, for algebra, I had to sit there and relearn it for like in like 5 minutes and relook at it. Then I can probably do it. But as far as you tell me to do it now, I'm like, of course, I'm bad at math anyway. I've done explain that plenty of times. Yes, I work for an engineering
I was
company.
about to say, I think it's job to be good at math,
Yeah,
right?
I work for an engineering company, and I'm not that good at math.
Well, that's what like
Oh my
calculator
gosh.
in your pocket.
I,
Well,
sorry,
I do
folks.
every day.
Sorry, folks. I don't mean to digress, but I've actually seen my boss, the owner of the company, sit there without a calculator. Let's see, square footage. Oh, square footage.
No, that's
I'm like,
no. I need a calculator. Not try to like
I
another thing.
I need an app to do that.
Same. I need a calculator. Not to want this is my thing. I have my sister, our sister Brenda, and they're like jobs and stuff. Like, so what is this gonna be as a register? But,
Yeah,
like, good at it,
no.
but
Yeah,
anyway.
even when I'm at restaurants and gotta figure out the tip, it's not that I'm being cheap. Not that I'm being cheap. Don't laugh. But I want to make sure I'm giving enough of a tip, not under tip. But
Okay.
anyway, I
Anyway,
digress.
wrestling time. Sorry, guys.
But yeah, like I said, that's how I learned that about Ole Anderson and none of the
Yeah.
Andersons. Now, when Ole's son wrestled, that was really his
Mhm.
son. When Gene's son wrestled, that was really Gene's son. Uh, but as far as Ole and Gene being brothers and Arn being a brother cousin, that that's kind of funny too. Uh, I think when Arn first went into Georgia Championship Wrestling before he went to Southeast, because I think the original plan was Paul Ellering was going to be with Arn Anderson and Matt Bourne, and give him that huge tag team uh, push. But Arn and Matt Bourne couldn't get along. And if you want to watch or listen to Arn Anderson's podcast, it'll tell you better detail. Uh, yeah, I would have. I mean, if you hear the story, you definitely out of Matt Bourne. I don't care how tougher he is to me. That one he's not going to win if he did that to me. But but anyway, but but they couldn't get along. and that's how the Road Warriors wind up. Because Ole was a booker at the time, went to Minnesota, was looking for two big guys, seen the movie The Road Warrior, Mad Max 2, and then got Joe Laurinaitis, which was Animal. I think he already brung him into Georgia a couple times as a singles. But then you see Mike Castro then was Hawk. And and here's even Ole told this story. Ole said, went to what's his name? Can't remember the trainer's name, but Ed Sharkey, I think it was. Ed Sharkey. I think he ran or managed the Mama Bees restaurant. Anyway, so here's all these big guys lining up, and everybody's like, "Oh, yeah, Ole's it's a Hawk." Mike Cashran. Mike Cashran just looked at him and said, "You don't look that fucking much," or something.
Well,
And
he
Ole's
picked
like,
up.
so he wound up taking Mike, who gave him shit, and then because Ole was kind of a gruff person too. I mean, from what I anyway, that has nothing to do with in wrestling. But
Sorry, guys.
it, if you've watched this before, when I start talking shit about wrestling, I can't. But anyway, also on this date in 1980, the Grappler defeated Ted DiBiase for the North American title. Got some birthdays today, at least two of them. On this date in 1984,
Woohoo!
Eva Marie was born.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to her. Yeah, I got to see it. Huh? Nah, she's not wrestling no more.
I
I
think
don't, I think I don't think did she ever wrestle? I
I
think
mean
she
I
appeared on
feel like
TV a couple times.
remember the last time I'm sorry if I
What? Oh yeah, I think she.
Jennifer something and then never heard from her. One of my favorites.
Yeah, I think she was on. I think she always
She
did
was on
Total
Divas.
Divas. Yeah,
Yeah, she was
I never. Well,
on Divas. I like
if I was at somebody's house and
I
playing it,
watched
I don't. Nikki's back.
I heard that she has back, but I
Uh,
didn't
Bree's not back.
I don't think
Well, I mean, her husband works for the other company, AEW, so I don't know if that's got anything to do with it, or
just
she
my
just.
opinion, I feel like uh
Yeah, I think it seems like Nikki was.
Nikki was
I mean, they
personally
were from what I hear, Ruben and Innuendo, they were both party girls. I think they displayed that on that Total Divas show. There was kind
and
of, uh, but I don't know, if it's because Nikki got with John Cena, who was top, who was the top guy, even though Brian Danielson, Daniel Bryan was the top guy. Yeah, yes, yes, but yeah, I guess it seemed like, I mean, either way, I think Nikki was a little more into it than Brie was. Yeah, I mean, she liked playing, second fiddle to Nikki, and of course that's why Nikki got the push and not Brie. Also celebrating a birthday today is Renee Paquette. I guess if you're just watch A or WWE, uh, WWE. Anyway, she's the better half of John Moxley or Dean Ambrose. But today it's her birthday. She was born on this date in 1985. Making her debut in 1986 was Cutie Suzuki, uh, star in Japan, of course. On this date in 1988, the Samoan SWAT team Samu and Fatu defeated Michael Hayes and Steve Cox. And if you probably some of you younger fans know who Fatu is. what was he? Rikishi, the the
Rudy,
yeah, the father of the Usos and Solo Sikoa.
love
Which one you like more? You like yeah, Jimmy's the one that's married to Naomi.
Yeah, Jimmy's my favorite.
You don't like
No, no, no. I like him, but I like Jimmy.
one word, 4 letters. I kind of made a soft taught her little girl how to do the and one letter or one word, 4 letters, uh uh eat. And I think there's a couple early mornings, woke her up,
Christine.
woke her up, eat.
Well, it's not a bad word.
I mean, she's 10. Also on that card, yeah, I don't know what ever happened to Steve Cox. He looked like he had a good prospect. I know when he was in the UWF, they were kind of promoting him as Steve Williams and Ted DiBiase's protege. Then he kind of disappeared from there for a little bit, then wound up being in world class and teaming with Michael Hayes. After world class became USW. I think after the Michael Hayes went back to well, not Crockett, NWA, WCW, Steve Cox kind of. Anyway, also on that card, Jerry the King Lawler, who was the AWA World Champion at the time, battled the late great Kerry Von Erich to a double D. Here's something else you probably didn't know. This match right here, he was wrestling with one foot because he had that motorcycle wreck in '86. They wound up having to amputate his foot.
No way.
Yeah, Kerry.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Because they pick my foot, I'm just done with life. And he can wrestle somebody.
Uh, did you ever see? You got Max, don't you? I think they still have the Iron Claw movie on. That is a good. If you
I need to watch that. I need to watch that. I need to get out of
now
my comfort zone.
now it's not time wise and stuff like that. Kind of off a little bit, and they do leave Chris Von Erich out because it's like okay, we documented, we said something about Jack Jr. We documented David, documented Mike, documented Kerry, one more brother to who you know self younger
Wow.
brother. Yeah, Kevin Von Erich's the only one still alive. Thing is, I mean, Fritz passed away a few years ago, along with his mom. Anyway, on this date in 1992, FMW presented Fall Spectacular 1992 in Yokohama, Japan, at the Yokohama Stadium, drawing 30,000 people. Uh, the main event was Atsushi Onita defeating Tiger Jeet Singh to win the FMW WWA title in a no rope explosion barbed wire death match. That's a mouthful. Other matches on that card was Lance Storm and Chris Jericho defeating I- Ichi Izaki and Mr. Uh, Kisuku. Uh, Ig became Hayabusa. All you fans out there, I highly recommend go to YouTube and check out some Hayabusa matches. Definitely a pioneer. A lot of stuff you see today, like the Falcon Arrow, the Phoenix Splash, stuff like that. Did it. Did it. All right, pronounce this name, Karen. Erika Suzuki and Mia Saito, Kamuki Matsuda defeated Rai Nakamura, Victoria Kazumui, and Kamatsu Saki. Sabu defeated Soji Nakamaki. Amingo Ultra and Ultra Mancito defeated Fountainania 1 and 2. Hawk Mantia defeated Kazuki Iyuda. Big Titan, who was the fake Razor Ramon. And Gladiator, Mike Awesome, with Horace Boulder. Horace Boulder is really the nephew of Hulk Hogan. It well, he was in WCW, but that big push ring. Hey, time a job. I mean,
Oh, he wasn't
obviously,
that
obviously he wasn't that good. I mean, he
good.
was
Me.
okay.
I
He was okay, but I mean, he did do good by hey, uh, here's your foot in the door. Here you go. Do what it's your own business. Like uh, Ricky Steamboat, whose real life brother was Big Steamboat. He stayed pretty much in, didn't really do much. But anyway, they defeated Sambo Asako, Great Punk, and Ricky Fuji in a street fight stretcher. John Tolos drew with Killer Kowalski. That must have been old timers. Bull Nakano. Oh, that would have been a good one. Bull Nakano, Kira Akudo defeated Combat Toyota and Megumi Sakudo. FNW Tag Team Champions Tarzan Goto, Star, and Gagura, whatever, defeated Leon Spinks and Brian Seodil. And of course, I mentioned that's Tashi Onita defeating Tiger GC. Yeah, I'm from the South. My Japanese ain't. Let's go to names I can pronounce. On this date in 1983, WCW presented a Fall Brawl in Houston, Texas, Astro Arena, drawing a whopping 6,000 people. In the dark match, Eric Watts defeated Bobby Eaton. Steven Regal defeated Ricky Steamboat to win the WCW TV title. Charlie Norris defeated Biscay. Biscay, if you think he looks familiar, on the first X-Men movie from 1999, he plays Saber. Yeah, he was Saber. Two Cold Scorpio and Marcus Bagwell defeated Equalizer and Paul Orndorff. Ice Train defeated Shanghai Pierce. The Nasty Boys. Huh? That's Nasty Boys right there. Missy High.
Sorry.
The Nasty Boys defeated Arn Anderson and Paul Roman to win the WCW World Tag Team titles. Yes, not a Nasty Boys fan. No, something about them. I mean, even when I was a kid, I was like, these guys, they're really not that good. They're kind of annoying, but yeah, but some they always got pushed. Really, I mean, before I became a smart fan, uh, and I didn't know shit about Shinola. Every time they popped up somewhere, I'm like, they're here. Suck. They got the gold. They suck. They're fan favorites now. Suck. Horrible. Anyway, but yes, they came in, got was put with Missy Hyatt. Lucky, because Hyatt was my first TV. Well, probably second TV.
That's bad.
Yeah, probably is. But uh, don't mean to digress again. But there was like a TikTok video. Somebody was asking, always the questions always asked is like, for like homosexual people. When did you know you were gay? So somebody like flipped the script and said, When'd you know you were straight? I was like,
Yeah.
Daisy Duke, Linda Carter's Wonder Woman, Missy Hyatt, Missy Hyatt, Elizabeth, Precious. That's how I knew I was straight.
Zach Morris. That's not
Oh,
right.
I was about to say, I don't know.
For me. Zach
Kelly,
Morris.
Kelly, Kelly. You know, I know. Actually, I did watch that show.
Dylan McKay.
Uh,
Definitely.
was it Netflix or something else? It had the complete series. I don't know why I watched. I know why I did because I went to a party one time around that time, and girl I was dating, I guess mutual, or her friend was her friend before my friend, but him and some other dude were like talking about Saved by the Bell episode as if they were like regular
Happening today.
like comic books or something like
Yeah.
episode 3 and stuff like that. Remember that episode where Kelly dumped Zach?
Oh my God! For the stupid, like the manager at Zach at the
But
yes.
didn't they like break up and make up so many fucking
Oh
times
well,
ago?
yeah, but that was that was one of the biggest horrendous episodes of Saved by the Bell when Kelly broke up with that manager from the I can't remember Laura. I'm sorry, I watched it every day of my life and every morning in high school. But yeah, it was yeah when that was a bad episode. When Kelly broke up with Zach, the
I mean,
manager of the place that they went to every day, kind of like the Peach Pit, but
oh, so another one.
but but for
Oh,
the Saved by the Bell.
shit, I forgot it now.
Yeah, I'll remember it when I'm driving home. But yeah, it was like I cried. I was like 14 years old crying because Kelly broke up with Zach for some old man, actually. High school, college.
I can relate to that because
Yeah.
I can almost relate to that. I remember crying when the Honky Tonk Man defeated Ricky Steamboat for the Intercontinental title. I was like,
You're
they're in
crying.
they're in the ropes.
I
Why
know.
Honky Tonk Man of all people? Now flip the script a little bit. When I got older and he was doing like shooting reviews stuff like
Mhm.
that. Totally dig Honky Tonk
Yeah.
Man now because he's
Yeah.
hilarious for shooting reviews. But
Yeah, definitely cried at the episode, and then cried at the episode when
Yeah.
he probably did. Save face. Y'all remember that? Save face.
yes,
So yes, I remember crying over Kelly breaking up with Zach for some old man because back then, old to us. And when Brenda and Dylan broke up, that was my era. So I knew I was straight. Zach Morris, Dylan McKay, Brandon Walsh.
So yeah, anybody in the chat, if you're okay, if it don't matter if you're gay, say hey, I'm gay. I knew I was gay when what's his name, Zach Morris, whatever.
Yeah, Zach Morris, or if you're a lesbian. I mean, I understand that. Kelly Kapowski was a
Or if you're
hot
straight,
thing.
when you what celebrity or
Yeah.
what TV person? And to me, it's just funny because I'm sitting there, naming people, and of course I'm sitting there, a lot of people was like already named and stuff like that. I was like Daisy Duke and Linda Carter from Wonder. I mean,
I just want to say Daisy Duke and Linda McCarter was a little before my time.
well, see, her as Wonder Woman was a little bit from my time too, but I did watch the rerun.
I honestly, from Wonder Woman, I did too. I loved it.
So after that, it was Missy Hyatt, Precious, Elizabeth, Medusa. Oh, I hate to digress again. I did watch the Dark Side of the Ring by Eddie Gilbert. That one hit me because I'm a big Eddie Gilbert fan. And Medusa actually read a letter that Eddie sent her like a few weeks before he or passed away. Excuse me. Sorry, you. But yeah, so yeah, Missy Hyatt, Bambi, which was our dad's favorite wrestler, but But I mean, yeah, Dark Journey, uh, all wrestling females. Our guess is going to take a. I'll keep going here. But anyway, let's see. So yeah, Paul, where am I at? Nasty Boys defeated Arn Anderson and Paul Roma. Actually, I was. Oh yeah, yeah, I forgot Bonnie Blackstone. Yeah, yeah, she definitely. She's another one that made me realize that I was straight. I likes the women's. Let's see. Cactus Jack defeated Yoshi Kwan, who was Chris champion. Rick Rude defeated Ric Flair to win the WCW International World Title. This is when after the so Bill Watts had, I guess, got with the other NWA members, and they uh, did a tournament for the NWA World Title. Let's see. I think Chono won it first, then Muda, then Wyndham. Flair got it. Then once I guess Bill Watts left, and for some reason, uh, I guess they liked Ric Flair as the NWA World Champion, but I guess when they found out that he was going to drop to Ric Flair, the NWA pulled out. So they changed the name from NWA World Title to WCW International World Title. Still use that big gold belt. Then later on, Ric Flair uh, and Sting unified the both world titles, and they just kept using the big gold belt after that. And in the main event of that show, it was War Games. Sting, David Boy Smith, Dustin Rhodes, and Shockmaster. I should have played the should have tried to get the video for Shockmaster's debut. Shockmaster who tripped over a piece of board and embarrassed himself on live TV. They defeated yeah, they're but anyway. Uh so yeah, he was their mystery partner, Shockmaster, who was Tugboat and Big Bubba in Memphis. Tugboat, then Typhoon in WWF. Uh, Fred Ottoman was his real name. But so they made this little wall. He's supposed to crash through it. Well, he crashed through it, wound up tripping. There was like this little piece of board or something like that. Wound up tripping over the board, fell over. That helmet, the helmet right there he's wearing, that fell off. And of course, Ole Anderson again, he was there. Yeah, that was Shotmaster. The helmet fell off, and and it's supposed to be, it was supposed to be Ole Henderson. Uh, uh, I don't know if you ever remember the Black Scorpion voice. Uh, Ole Anderson did both voices. Oh, Shockmaster. Uh, but anyway, they defeated Sid Vicious, who on that same live episode was like, "What the fuck?" or something, or "Holy shit" or something like that.
Oh my
You heard him,
God.
but yeah, defeated Sid Vicious, Van Vader, and Harlan Pete, Booker Ray, and Stevie Ray in the War Games. Um, oh yeah, it's all over YouTube. Shockmaster debut WCW on this date in 1999. Uh, ECW defeated Anarchy Rules 99 in Villa Park, Illinois at the Odom. I guess it's what's called the Odom. Drawing 6,000 people shown live on pay per view. I actually did watch this pay. Lance Storm defeated Jerry Lynn. Very good match. Oh, Jazz defeated Prodigy by disqualification. They lost by disqualification in W. Weird. Chris Chetty and Nova defeated or battled Simon Diamond and Tony Nito in a contest. Yoshihiro Tajiri defeated Super Crazy and Little Guido in a three-way dance. Just Incredible defeated the late great Sabu. Mike Collison defeated Taz and Masato Tanaka in a three-way dance to win the title. This was the last official ECW pay-per-view for Taz. He was a world champion at the time, signed with the WWF. But this was his last ECW match before uh, going off to the WWF. Of course, after he was defeated, because on this one they didn't do like the fatal three way or the fatal four way. Where once one person got defeated, um, that was the end of the match. This one was kind of like a three-way elimination. Taz was the first one defeated, and once then Naka and Mike also went at it. But once that Taz was the first one defeated, just about everybody in the locker room, including Paul Heyman, was right there on the stage. Taz came out, you know, Paul gave him a good ovation and everything because like probably Paul Heyman didn't like it. Sometimes you gotta be happy for somebody who just goes out and tries, betters himself as far as definitely finances. What's that? Okay, so ECW was Extreme Championship Wrestling. That was the promotion, like just a regular match be going on. Somebody could pull a chair and hit somebody, and nothing happened. You have all these interferences and stuff like that. Nothing really, no disqualification, no nothing. Tables and stuff like that. So sit there and look at it, it's like, oh, I guess because it was the ladies' match that had disqualification. I mean, I can kind of get how they get to a no contest is just they brawl all over the place and all right, screw it, y'all done. Y'all ain't come back to the ring. Y'all want to fight everywhere else. This ain't a false count anywhere match. Everything's got to be done. Pinfalls and smashes done in the ring, but yeah, they'll go out, use weapons and stuff like that. Just about every match.
But that doesn't
Yeah,
on a normal basis.
yeah, on a normal basis.
So like this,
Yeah, I
you
think I had
get
a.
it. Just,
I think when I watched it, I had
I
the
get it.
I had the same impression. Like, what
I get it.
what disqualification ECW? What did that
Because
happen?
it's kind of like a
Yeah,
like I can
yeah,
do
basically
whatever I
that's
want to
yeah,
and
yeah. This was the what they call hardcore wrestling promotion at the time. Not
no,
yours.
but not as bad back then. Like it was like do whatever you want to, like
Yeah,
hit
yeah,
beat people
basically.
with chairs
Yeah,
and
beat people with
tables,
chairs, a
and nothing would
cane.
happen.
Yeah,
But this one, okay,
yeah. This, yeah, I think I remember watching the pay per view and probably had the same like what disqualification? What? This is EC fucking W.
and you can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Uh, ECW Tag Team Champions at the time, Tommy Dreamer and Raven defeated Steve Corino and Jack Victory. And in the main event of that show, it was ECW TV Champion Rob Van Dam defeating Balls Mahoney. Um, yeah, when yeah, what was it? I forget.
that would make a difference.
Well, it's better than his first stage name. I remember him as when he wrestled in Smoky Mountain as Boo Bradley, and he kind of played a not so smart guy, just a friendly guy. To or wrestling, then beat your brains in. But um, but he debuted in ECW as Balls Mahoney. Came up, came out to uh, the AC/DC song Balls, and every time he punched somebody, the whole crowd would go balls, balls, balls.
So every time he was hitting somebody, that's
The
just
crowd would chant
yeah.
balls, balls, balls. Uh, but and I mean, when he came to the ring, they chanted balls, balls, balls. But and he would get how they go in the corner and do that 10 punch count.
Oh yeah.
They would go balls, balls, balls. And when there's like sometimes a exchange of punches and stuff like that, they would you know uh crowd when balls hit somebody, the crowd would go balls. Then when his opponent hit him back, boo, balls, boo, balls. So yeah, he's no longer with us either. Let's see, that Sabu recently passed away. Awesome balls. Tajiri
Yeah.
super crazy.
Yes. So
I think he was tough enough.
tough enough. Yes. Did he- That has that.
I think yeah. Well, I mean, there's only one Taz, but if he was on there, kind of a
I
short guy,
yeah.
had that
Dark
Brooklyn
skin.
accent,
Yes.
dark
Yes.
skin.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Tough enough. That was. I don't know what anybody says. Like I'm not a watching my brother. Like certain wrestlers. But tough enough. I like that show. I thought it was.
watched a few episodes of that.
Now they have a
Yeah, it's called what was it? Legends and what is it?
all
Because
I know is one of my Georgia on there now.
yeah, I don't think he's on there no more.
Oh, huh?
Elijah
Holyfield.
Holyfield.
Yep.
But yeah, he had a kind of a they all they call it kind of like a recruiting type contract,
Mhm.
whatever. I don't know if they ever did anything with him. I don't think he won the first season of that. I think they're in the second season of that already. 'Cause I know Undertaker's on there, Devon Del or Bubba Ray Dudley's on there, Booker T, and well, it was Mickey James on there, but now the Undertaker's wife, uh, drew a blank. Michelle McCool. Michelle McCool.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that it's in common as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, he
Yes.
at,
Okay. Okay. I just wanted to get my.
for a while he was a
Mhm.
commentator for WWF, WWE, then became a commentator for TNA. Now he's a commentator for AEW. Oh,
I don't know.
speaking of Brie Bella, uh, Brian Daniel Bryan, whatever he's now doing commentary on Dynamite. Wasn't able to watch this week because went up working really late and I totally missed Dynamite this week. But the first one he was on where he's doing commentary, it's pretty good. Made me wish they'd get rid of that other commentator in the mask. But
On it.
yeah,
Commentary.
his name is Excalibur. He wasn't like a big name wrestler. I mean, if you watch indie wrestling uh, from the East Coast, namely Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, if you watch the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla tapes, like of course me and Joe did, uh, you know who Excalibur was, but really didn't give
Oh.
a shit. Didn't really give a shit about him. But so when AEW first, or began, they were like, okay, you be the commentator and get the mask on. It's like, first of all, it's not that good of a commentator at all, but it's also like, dude, it's not like you're Rey Mysterio or anybody.
That's what.
Uh, or I mean, say if like other masked wrestlers from the past, like Grappler or Mr. Wrestling 2, whatever, those guys like the spoiler, uh, most of those rest in peace as well. But if they would commentary and for their mask, it made sense because they were known. Like if Bill Eadie, who was Demolition Axe, came out and put the Masked Superstar because before he was Axe, he was the Masked Superstar, big star in Japan, United States. Uh, if he came out and said, you know, going to do commentary in the Masked Superstar mask, understandable. We know who the Masked Superstar are. Not too many people know. Like I said, and um, in present day, it's like okay, if Rey Mysterio decided to be a color commentator and kept his mask on, it's like, okay, because you're
That
Rey
would make sense
Mysterio.
because
You're
that's what
Rey
he does.
Mysterio. Everybody
Yeah.
knows you as Rey Mysterio in the mask. He did get unmasked a little bit in WCW. Uh, everybody forgot about that now. But so if he became commentary, kept the mask on and everything, everybody that's part of him and stuff like that. He's doing color commentary. Didn't nobody from California to here know who that's California. But I digress. Anyway, that concludes day in wrestling history. The flush, isn't it? Digress. Definitely a lot. But now it's time for the watch. Time. You want to stick around for that, or you want to?
Um,
It'll probably be like an hour.
um,
I understand because she also has to work tomorrow.
that's still yeah, 'cause
Yeah, they got
yeah,
to pick you up anyway.
they have to pick me up, and other people have to pick up, and I'm still at ride. I ride. I'll be
Yeah. What I do is I said this week's watch along will be Mid South from 19, but we don't want to know where I need to go. Uh, it's Mid South Wrestling from that took place. Well, it aired on September 20th, 1984. So, 84. I was 3 and 84.
what month it was, but yeah, I
So
just don't know my age.
80, 84.
I was 3.
I was 8. So yeah, okay, that makes sense. See, I could do math.
Tell
Anyway,
my
there's the so I'll present the link to it. So let me know when you folks in the chat are ready. We'll get this thing rolling. I go grab some. See, I usually have spaghetti because I don't because I've been out of town all week. I want it's not no gourmet spaghetti or anything. It's something at least
name.
somewhat home cooked on the pinch.
As
It's
long
like
as you like it, homemade.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't care about all these naysayers that said 7 spices for hours. As long as you love it, like it.
Well, it's not naysayers. It's just usually when I'm done with this, it's like 9:30 or 10 o'clock. Agree. I don't want to get McDonald's. I don't want to get a McDinner.
I'm always for a mixer, but I will always.
Well, like when I work out of town, that's the only choice I got. It's like now sometimes I'll do go, which I gotta figure out something for next week. I'm about chicken out. But sometimes I'll rotate. I'll get like I'll go to Ingles and get an 8-piece chicken to eat like 3 or 4 days or 2 or 3 days. And the Ingles that's there, they got a salad bar. Make your own salad. So every day I'll go to Ingles to get like a little salad. It's like $5. But then after 3 days of chicken, but then the next following week I'll get the Tyson chicken patties and have chicken sandwiches for like 2 or 3 days.
Right?
But yeah, but
Does that English have? I mean, 'cause I know that
that's Ingles.
one.
Oh, it's sushi.
I would agree. I don't eat sushi. My kids, they get it from Kroger, English Republic, still alive. It's good. So I don't eat, but
I
my
mean,
kids, my
I
kids
mean,
like it.
I'll eat
They
the sushi rolls. I don't eat like the raw
no.
fish.
They have like the California.
Oh yeah,
They
the
have
candy floating rolls and stuff like
they
that.
have stuff like that. I mean, the kids eat it all the time, especially like Publix. They $5, $5.
Yeah,
The kids get it all the time. They love it.
yeah. I don't think this Ingles has the sushi.
I mean, I know.
Right, that we live
Hey, so I I live in one. I don't brag. It's not like I live in Beverly Hills, but
in. Okay, we live in Winder,
so
Georgia,
I will represent my town that I've lived in my whole life. I've lived
but
in
it's
my whole
it,
life.
it's I think it's obvious we're not on meth, so we're not totally in Winder, not totally into uh Winder living.
Why not all
And
of
what if I
Winder?
say now?
Not all of Winder
Now
people
what if I
live
say
in.
something stupid? Somebody's talking. I'm in Winder. What if I get famous doing this?
Well, I'm telling you right now, no matter where you live, if they look up your name, they're gonna find you. I promise
Why
you.
do you think I? Why do you think I have a gimmick name?
Same as me. If somebody looks me up, I'm probably the only. And my last name, Pool, from here to fucking, I'm sorry, to California.
California shit. Fuck.
So, yeah.
Throwing a GD in there.
No, I try to, I say a lot of customers try. Got a lot during football games
Well, see, I try to.
when these
I try.
people
I
that are
try.
paid a lot of money.
I try
do
to. I try to
something.
substitute GD with Jesus Titty Fuck.
I don't like. Uh, I don't like it. I try to.
Team America is a great movie, folks. From the creators of South Park. Never watched South Park?
I don't watch. I watch Big Bang.
That show sucks.
No, it doesn't. Please,
That
anybody in the comments, please tell my brother. Bang
I
is a
tried.
good
I
show.
tried watching it. It's
No,
Sheldon. I
no,
just
you
want.
haven't.
Okay, I'm
You
not a
don't have
violent
an open.
person. I'm
You
not
don't
saying
have
I'm a tough
open mind.
guy. I'm not saying I'm a tough guy or anything, but
No,
I'd want to smack Shelton like every
that's
freaking
the
day.
thing. But then you have to watch it for growth.
He's still annoying
No, he's not.
when he's like hooking up with Blossom.
Yeah. Tyler. But yes,
Blossom.
Blossom. So that's smart.
Yeah, she got kind of like Winnie Cooper.
Yeah, she's
Another
really
reason.
that smart.
Another
And
another
she was on
reason,
Big Bang. She was on an episode of Big Bang.
and another reason I was straight because she's like my age. But anyway, yeah.
I
Anybody's
think
read
this is a wrestling channel. Sorry, back to our regular
back
programming.
to our original schedule. I was waiting for people to say if they're ready for anybody's ready in chat to start the watch along.
Okay, my bad, guys.
But yeah, if you're ready for the watch along, I'll do a little countdown. Then I say push play, and and then we'll let
No,
it roll.
look. He said been ready.
Oh, you never said you were
Sorry, Joe.
ready.
I'm so sorry, Joe. I know you're so
You never
sorry.
said you were ready.
He said
What's
been ready, guys. For
okay?
the program.
So here we go. And
Sorry, Joe.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play now. Yep. They gotta make sure I can hear it, but not. Yeah, they can still hear us. I just don't want them to hear the music.
Like about food.
Yeah, because I got
Be hungry.
I want wind up
You
having
didn't get this big just eating salad.
yeah I'm gonna wind up having to go to damn Taco Bell. But sure. Oh no. Oh yeah. I'll grab some later. Oh look at there's young Jim Ross, and that I think that's Eric, not Eric Watts, but Joe Watts. Joe Watts. He's another one of Bill Watts' sons. It, apparently, he was very good at the video producing and stuff like that, especially in the '80s. Uh, what they thanks to MTV to help promote like an incoming star, they do like a music video of whoever's coming, like the Rock and Roll Express. When the Rock and Roll Express went to Mid South from Memphis, they put like a music video together, and then and promoted them. Anybody who came in, they put like Rick Rude or whoever. Like Joe Watts did a lot of that, as well as Jerry Jarrett in Memphis, the Fabulous Ones. I mean, some people actually say, Jerry Jarrett started it, Joe Watts kind of perfected it. Butch Reed, 1984. Yep.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Ass. What is that? Arm?
Now he just says tape all up and down his hand. Now, who did they say that was? Was that King Cobra? Legit.
I talked.
Yeah, I'm going to have a Taco Bell probably. I'll figure out. If Burger King's still open, I might get Burger King. Definitely not doing McDonald's. So, for the last few years, they've gotten nasty. Okay. Oh, she actually cooked the tacos. Can't see it. Look, it's sideways. Well, if I was sitting right there, I could see. If I was sitting in the middle, I could see that. But being over here, this is great. I mean, I know I do need to get my eyes checked, but not today. Probably not this year. I might have to push it off till next year again. Yeah, he's had, he's had Bell's palsy a few times. He's had some like last few years. He's had battles with like skin cancer and colon cancer. But as of right now, I think he's in remission. Master, that's who it is, Master G. Let's see,
Yeah.
is that for one night? What do you say? Master G, huh? Well, I mean that's probably for one night. I would have to Google it. Google it. Gonna whoop a whole lot of behinds. Yeah, I don't think he lasted long. I think at this point, Junkyard Dog was like kind of a big attraction, especially in the territories. The Midnight Express versus Rick McCord and Mike or Steve Miller. He's, you don't know. You don't get that. You don't get that joke. Don't get that reference. So this is probably from the master tapes. So they'll have these pauses in between segments on the master tapes, so local stations can uh, insert their commercials. Look at the talent there. You got Butch Reed, rest in peace. You got Hercules Hernandez, rest in peace. And you got Buddy Landell, rest in peace. Boyd Pierce, rest in peace. Yeah, this angle probably wouldn't work well today. There's other reasons. It's not a that's
Is it
not a
the camera?
politically correct thing to be calling the tech dude boy. Yeah, that's Jim Cornette in a mask. Well, yeah, Butch Reed is, but
So,
yeah. Oh, Rick McCord. I think he had a little bit better success in Central States and Steve Miller. Dang, Hercules Hernandez. Definitely. Gotta make sure uh they don't hear this because of the music. That's copyrighted music. Get in
ba.
trouble. Yeah.
Black sheep.
So that's a younger Bobby Eaton, uh, and Dennis Condrey. The first version of the Midnight Express, the original version, is Dennis Condrey, Randy Rose, and Norval Austin. When they did a talent trade, huh? Huh? Oh, the flag. Oh,
Is
I
this
think
in
that's a
Georgia?
Mississippi. No, I think that's a Mississippi flag. I think. Yes, it's just thread. I'll be more concerned about the tar and feather accusation, pointing to than thread. Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, you like? Oh,
He's the bouncer.
no,
Sitting in my-
he's a bodyguard. He's Jim Cornette's bodyguard.
Oh, okay.
But then when they did a talent trade with Bill Watts and Jerry Jarrett, Dennis and Bobby wasn't a team in Memphis. But when they brought them here, it's like, I'm gonna put you. Bill Watts like, I'm gonna put y'all as a team. What's a good team name? And Dennis was like, well, me, Randy Rose, and Norval Austin was the Midnight Express and Southeast. I think in Memphis as well. It's like, okay, that works. Oh yeah, by the way, Jim Cornette's gonna be your manager. Call me. There you go. D. Miller.
I want his job though. In there and not get hurt, not have to do nothing, like a paycheck at the end of the day. I
Oh,
want his job.
look how big Hercules is.
Well, I mean, 10. I mean,
Of course,
we can do AI on me.
Of course, nobody in the right mind want to mess with that big jacked up fool. Okay, well, actually, this according to stories, I mean, the Louisiana fans, Mid South fans, would get drunk and rowdy and riot.
Oh, did you say
Riot.
Mississippi? Oh,
Well, I'm talking about Louisiana.
oh, Louisiana. Yes, yes. Louisiana, like they are no fans. Wrestling, basketball, football. That you want to
But yeah, apparently, the further south of Louisiana you go, the crazier.
Yeah.
I mean, this was like I said, it's 1984, and they would have matches with Midnight Express and Ricky Morton. And of course, all the girls loved Ricky Morton. And Jim Cornette was actually talking about this, like when Ricky Morton was Sweat, and he was good at selling. When he was Sweat, and he was sitting there selling, getting beat up, it almost looked like he's crying. He'd look at the crowd and go, and mouth the words, "Help me!" And you got female fans, you got their boyfriends coming out wanting to beat up freaking Jim Cornette and the Midnight Express. And Buddy Landell, man, he was a talented dude.
Top down, dude.
Who you talking about, Butch Reed? Well, I mean,
Thank you.
Mike
Alabama.
Action Mike Jackson, the forever Alabama Junior Heavyweight Champion. That dude still wrestles today, I think. I don't know. He might have done retired, but he ain't been retired long. Yeah, he's very old. And here comes a legend. I mean, he wasn't in the big leagues.
Yeah, but I'm sure.
I think he was actually a school teacher by trade. That's Adrian Street, the exotic Adrian Street.
Oh my God, this happened in 1984.
Yeah.
And this was allowed in 1984.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
And say, well, they didn't do it on here, but especially when he was a heel, he would actually make, Miss Linda is actually his wife.
I mean, I get that, but this was allowed in 1984.
Yeah, he would get booed. I mean it was funny. It was funny. It's like, yeah, he's getting booed for acting, homosexual. Obviously, wasn't homosexual.
Had a wife.
Yeah, that was his wife. Now that's something.
But
actually, I will say I did know that back in the day because there was this book I picked up in the library at school, and they kind of revealed that, yeah, that's his wife. There's few things they divulge, like Randy Savage and Elizabeth, husband and wife. But what she would do, what they would do, especially when he didn't do it this time, but
oh my God, seriously? In 1984.
yeah, Let's say okay, he's really from England,
That's how
and
they pitch.
and well, I think he was doing it when he was. There's a pretty good documentary. I think I forget where. Um, oh, that's
Oh my
nothing.
God,
Oh,
that
that's
is
nothing.
hilarious, Ronald. Don't touch me, bitch.
Yeah, he was Gold Dust before Gold Dust. But a lot of times, instead of walking up the steps, getting a ring, he'll get Miss Linda to get on all fours and use her back as a step to get to the ring apron.
Okay, I don't really like that, but you know,
But when he was a babyface, he didn't do that. But all the same stuff that he's doing now in the ring, he would still do as a babyface and people would cheer it. Yes, even in the South in 84, 86, 87, when Adrian Street was a babyface and doing the same homosexual stuff in the ring, people still cheer him.
I would have never done.
Ooh,
I
he
would have
just broke his
never
finger.
done that.
So that's, I mean, he's very revolution in his time. Uh, like I said, he was from England, brought that England style of professional wrestling to America. Um, I mean, he was the first one, but that real snug. I mean, I think not List Warren, but gosh, I can't think of the other guy's name. Wrestling at AWA, I can't remember.
No,
But
are you watching this? You think this is crazy? What y'all watch? I don't
yeah,
remember this stuff.
what did he say?
Uh, watch Adrian first.
Was it the one that lasted like or less than 5 minutes for
Okay,
the Mid South television title?
that,
No, that's Mike Jackson.
who's
Adrian Street's the one in the
the
yeah
flamboyant?
yeah exotic Adrian Street.
I'm just so amazed that this happened in a.
Oh, it was a house show, not the TV title match.
Oh my god. Um. Oh shit.
He's like, dude, you counted too fast. I wasn't rolled up in my opinion predicament. Oh, that's Randy Pee Wee Anderson.
That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy, especially in wrestling.
Yeah.
That's always like I don't.
Oh,
I mean,
I definitely remember Adrian Street. Like the music he came out to, it was actually him singing.
I remember like thing with the face paint.
Yeah.
That was like the most feminine as a boy thing. But we love singing.
Yeah.
I love singing. Like okay, so I want to say how you know you were picked to sing back then. I loved him and he was a beautiful man. Thank God. I glad.
Oh my gosh. Don't know much about Don Saunders, but Dale Vesey, Brickhouse Brown. Supposedly Brickhouse there hardly ever went to the gym. But
Exeter, Florida. Say Florida.
but yeah, Dale Vesey, he wrestled a lot in the territories, uh, in Georgia as well. But he was one of the state patrol in the late '90s. yeah, mid to late 90s, or actually early 90s. Him and I think he was Sergeant Earl Wright, and Dwayne Bruce was Buddy Lee Parker. Oh,
Watch
oh yeah, Rick Ross was pretty good. I mean, I think he had bigger pushes when he was like in Memphis as well. Him and Iceman King Parsons were a pretty good tag team called the Blackbirds. You see that Foot Locker? Oh, uh, Carl Fergie, the referee there. He's he's Jerry Lawler's cousin, so he's a honky tonk man. Oh, Johnny Mantel. Let's see. What else he did? I think he was junior champion for a long time, for a few times. I think at this point, I don't think JYD was he in the WWF by this time in '84? No, I don't think he was. I think he didn't go to WWF till like '85 maybe. But oh, that Mantel must have been watching Brad Armstrong matches. Copied his Russian leg sweep, and nobody did a Russian leg sweep or drop kick better than Brad Armstrong. But so maybe JYD was gone at this point. Hence why they trying to bring Brickhouse Brown in and Master G in to kind of fill that void for JYD left. Or JYD was probably more of a kind of attraction. He was going to like world class, going to Georgia, going to Florida, but he was like Mid South Wrestling's biggest star. Now here's a funny story about Buddy Landell and Butch Reed. So I think they was leaving the arena one night or one day or something like that, and you know, Butch was in his car driving, and Buddy Landell was behind him. And I guess Buddy Landell was distracted by combing his hair or looking at a girl, and all of a sudden he didn't realize Butch Reed had stopped, rear-ended him, and they one of the wrestlers came in and said, "Hey, uh, Butch Reed and Buddy Landell is going to be late. They got in a car accident together. Were they in the same car? No, Buddy ran into Butch. Oh, so yeah, so Dog was already gone. Okay. Hey, there's Art Cruz. We seen him in Portland, Oregon last week. And MTA, probably the biggest what if in professional wrestling.
where was
Uh,
Ric Flair.
nah,
I
Ric
didn't.
Flair was already the Nature Boy, but
So how did
I just I guess somebody decided to call him that. He bleached his bleach his hair blonde, and supposedly Ric Flair let him use it. And at one time, actually, it was about a year after this, Clay Landale was supposed to beat Ric Flair for the NWA World Title, but Clay Landale decided to drive from I think Charlotte to Atlanta while doing an 8 ball and wound up oversleeping. And when he got called, he just told Dusty and told Jim Crockett, I get there when I get there. Then when he finally got to the TV, Dusty's like, hand over your belt, you're fired. So kids, that's why you don't do drugs.
Because he could have been like the next Nature Boy.
Yeah, I mean, well, they weren't going to keep it long.
But he
I
could have
think
been
Rick,
somebody
yeah,
if he
I
would
mean,
have done that.
he could at least said, hey, I was a former world champion. But I think Ric Flair, I think his wife was pregnant. I don't know if it was with Charlotte. It probably was Charlotte, maybe. I don't know. And he was going to take a little bit of time off, and now when somebody calls you, you gotta make fun of them. Tell them you're too busy being a star. And I think David was a huge what if, but TA, I think because TA was going to be the guy, and starting in like 80, really 86. So I mean, TA was going to be the guy, basically the big star competing with WWF and Hulk Hogan. Now David was probably a huge what if. I mean, David was supposed to be the world champion too. I mean, uh, the show where Kerry defeated Ric Flair for the world title, that was supposed to be David that did that, but David passed away. Um, but now I didn't know this for a long time till much later. But David had invested in horses, started raising and breeding horses, and was starting to make a pretty good living at or making pretty good money doing that. But would David have left world class? I mean that's the thing too, where he had uh wanted to be in one of the national places, or where do you want to stay in Texas? The belly to belly. Yeah, I mean, he was a little earlier, and he'd probably had his run before the national thing really boomed. I mean, he might have would have gone to WWF if the money was right, but would he have? Because if you watch the Florida stuff with David, and David being a heel, he was actually a pretty good heel, and he was a hero of Texas too. So would he have left uh, world class in Dallas, Texas, to be in Charlotte or be in New York, or just be in Texas and still do his runs in Japan? And uh, there's Terry Taylor. Before he was a Red Rooster, but he's wearing red. So he's not a rooster yet. But if David would stayed in Texas, you know, and David being a big star, would have still let world class kind of either keep building up, even though um, even though world class did have that ESPN deal back in that day. Um, would he have want to keep growing? I mean, because I mean, what when it came time to maybe pull out the NWA, would they want to? Would David want World Class to pull out the NWA? But if David was still there, with the NWA, with NWA, uh, keep them in the rotations for the world champion coming in and defending the title, and maybe dropping the title to David a few times. And, that because from what I hear, when people talk about David, also David was more businesslike as far as you know, uh, or more wrestling businesslike than the other brothers. In other words, a little more responsible. That that makes sense. And maybe and that's another thing too. Would David may been like, okay, guys, we're going you're gonna have to mature a little bit. Let's quit doing this shit because we're all good enough and we can take over the world if we wanted to. So yeah, I don't know. Now I'm saying that maybe David's probably a bigger what if. Like maybe the third promotion wouldn't be in the AWA, or the AWA might have just filtered like they did, or flounder like they did, and World Class would have been the number 3 promotion. And if they stayed hot in Dallas, maybe David's like, hey, we got Dallas. And, man, we could do like a whole what if thing. What if maybe Fritz bought Bill Watts out when or will they suffer the same thing as Bill Watts? Because Texas is an old state, and when that thing went empty, that's what affected the UWF. But then again, World Class kind of still chugged along, and
I mean,
now we sometimes talk about wrestlers we didn't really appreciate back in the day, but now kind of get more of appreciation for them. Oh, Pee Wee, in a way, you dumb footlocker. But
oh shit.
what do you say?
Oh,
Oh,
referring.
uh, but Hernandez is another one of those. There's a 5
Oh
arm.
my God! Wake up! Right there.
Oh, now we got another referee there. Disqualification. Move, Terry. Move. But Hercules Hernandez is one of those guys that you didn't realize how good he was until you kind of see him now. But for a guy like his built and everything, he was pretty mobile too. I mean, he wasn't going to give you Hurricanranas or moon. Oh God dang, knock the shit out of him. What Joe said that.
Already. Sorry.
Yeah, I
My
mean,
bad.
but but still, even though McMahon had everything in motion at the time, um, Crocus was still doing good. World Class was doing pretty good. I think when David did pass, I kind of, hmm, Because you had David who passed away, then uh, Mike Von Erich passed away, Gino Hernandez, 86, then Kerry with his motorcycle accident. He was gone for like a year or two. And the whole Lance Von Erich thing, that Lance Von Erich thing kind of didn't sit well. But I mean, that's the question too. Would again would David and the other Von Erich brothers would they gone to uh 86, 87, 88 gone to either Charlotte or New York? I think after he retired from wrestling, he became a rodeo cowboy. Butch Reed did. I don't know if he rode bulls or yeah, Rodeo Reed. That's what I was saying. Butch Reed, when he retired from
Oh,
or was out for wrestling, he became a rodeo cowboy. I don't know if he rode bulls or uh, the horse bucking thing, wrestle steer or whatever. Not wrestle steer. He was a pretty. Supposedly he was a pretty. You just don't mess with him either. Also a former football player. I think he played for Kansas City Chiefs. No, wait a minute. Okay, I know Erling Ladd did, but
don't root for the Chiefs.
why?
I know Big Sister does, but yeah, this is number. Let's on from Big.
Yeah, I seen a funniest meme last year during NFL season, and they showed a picture of, and they showed a bunch showed people in the picture wearing a jersey, and the caption said, "Kansas City Chiefs in 2016." That are all wearing New England Patriots jerseys.
Yeah, that's the sport. Like football, the Patriots pass it on to the Chiefs pass it on to the Eagles. Please let the Eagles pass it on to the Falcons. I beg you.
Go say something. Oh, the Falcons.
Falcons,
Yeah, Jim Duggan played for the Falcons.
rise up.
He wants to be the big dog in the yard. Thinks he's Roman Reigns or some shit. You didn't know Jim Duggan played for the Falcons? So did Jim Wilson, which nobody knows who Jim. Well, if you watch the 2020 episode where they exposed the business, one where John Stossel got smacked, Jim Wilson's on there. I think that's only the biggest thing Jim Wilson.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, played for the 70. Yeah,
Oh, 77. Like year
19.
77?
1977 Falcons.
So I know this is a wrestling show, but so it's gone from the Falcons.
Huh?
They,
Shoot
they,
you?
The kicker?
Yeah, cuckoo, wherever. Shoo shoo, cuckoo,
No,
coo.
we did a lot for the Falcons. Trust me, we did a lot for the Falcons.
He went. He went no more than Anderson.
But we have moved on.
Ooh, Master G. Master G moved and Landale got clocked.
John Koku gone, so now it's Romo. And Parker Romo,
Yeah, because I think he did
he did great.
last week. Yeah, he hit all of his shots.
He hit all the love the Falcons, but Lord Jesus.
That don't look right. That's. I think it's chocolate syrup, but it's supposed to be represent tar.
Oh,
And
with the
now
feathers,
he's
torn the
now.
feathers.
Yeah. Now see, this was. I'll be fine with this. I'm like, y'all want to do what? I don't know. And see, this shows you how good Buddy Landell was. Buddy Landell know he was like, okay, I gotta be that. I'm that bad guy who is getting his right now, and he's selling the shit out of it. He's embracing it, or he thinks that's cocaine. That's what I'm talking about. They would show uh music videos for.
Jump.
Yep,
Yeah.
Van Halen. That's a cool car. And like
But the Van Halen, who was the lead,
David Lee Roth,
and then it went to
Sammy Hagar,
okay.
and Gary Sharon.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. They fired or Sammy and the rest of Van Halen, I guess, couldn't get along no more, and Sammy left. They brought in Gary Sharon, who was the lead singer for Extreme. He didn't do too well. He only lasted one album. Then they did a tour with Sammy and David together, and then David. Then Mike Anthony left. Him and Hagar formed a band. And it's everybody say "Sure, think about that." Anyway, on that note,
Right.
on that note, Catface will be leaving us, and that's. I'm gonna go ahead and man, I know it's late, a lot to talk about, but I think we did all the talking in between everything. So, uh, let's all thank Karen for showing up, and And let's support Karen. She's going to try to do a live stream here next weekend.
With
Maybe,
a better picture.
yeah, I guess it's like okay, the one camera's tired. It's like I've had enough. I'm in a suitcase all the time. I sit in a bad hotel room. Or okay, not
Don't blame me. Blame the suitcase that you're in.
uh, I got a lot of miles on me. But anyway, yes, like I said, go support Karen next week, and I'll actually be a guest on there. So um, hopefully I do well. Got got fresh up my football now. But anyway, appreciate everybody tuning in. Like I said, like, share, help your boy out, man. If you're not a subscriber yet, click that subscribe button. If you're if you're watching this on the replay, whatever you want to call it, leave a comment, share with friends, and all that good shit. You folks have a good one. Take it easy, and until next time.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.
Ronald Ray here saying thank you for checking out my video. If you don't mind, go ahead and click that thumbs up button, leave a comment, and share this video with family and friends. I would also appreciate it if you would subscribe to RP2 Vision, where I cover the sport of professional wrestling from yesterday to today. Now don't forget to click the notification bell as well, so you'll be notified when my other weekly content is available, like Wrestling Trivia Tuesday, WWE Raw Recap, and AEW Dynamite Recap. I also have 2 live streams. Every Thursday at 8 p.m., it's Spot Show Live Stream, where I discuss the latest news in professional wrestling. And on Friday nights at 8 o'clock p.m., it's Wrestling Gold Friday Night, where I discuss the good old days of professional wrestling. When wrestling was wrestling, wrestling was real because it's still real to us. Folks, have a good one and take it easy.